Hello and welcome back to Anno 1800 Megacity in our small harbor. It is heavily fortified, it is as well. The last attack was just happening in our town and my docklands are still destroyed, even though it's gone now. So the siege is over and we can finally renovate those buildings again. I'm not going to renovate those buildings here yet, as I'm pretty sure that she might be coming around again. Let's get the shipyard there and also start constructing more ships again, right? There's one already in construction. I'm going to requeue my ships there. That's another 2 ships coming out, leading to 6 ships. There's no bigger attack coming in right now. We've destroyed quite a lot of Bentis ships there with her last attack, and I think it's also then time to go to the offensive with us. So we might, or to the offense, that we might take this island here finally for the red pepper that we need for our, canned food that we don't have yet. And the other thing that we need to focus really hard right now is in the new world. I'm pushing for the last share that we can purchase here, and with that we can then start the takeover process. Even though it's a bit expensive, we're at 10k right now. In order to speed it up, well, we need to grow, and we need to grow anyway, so why not just go ahead and grow right now? That's right, with more upgrades on the way. There's also a school that we can finish now. That's this whole district here on the northern side that I'm focusing on right now, with another couple of blocks that we can build over there, 90 timber that we still have. And yes, we're probably just depleting all the timber that we have at this point, and then I might wait up on a bit. There is another full row, and as we can see, it's really rare. All the building materials are down except for the windows. Never expected that, really. And that should lead to, of course, more income. Now let's just check also what those workers still want. Those people here want a church, for example. We do have a church over here that actually has quite a nice range to it. I might actually just squeeze in a church here, right? So this would take these people and these people into account. And yeah, we'll just maximize really the happiness that we have. Plus, I think it's going to look pretty cool here too, having a nice big public church then as well in this area there, where, well, we got lots of stuff happening. Now, of course, we're a bit stuck here right now because I can't truly expand right now to the next island or the next tier. That is the engineers that I would really like to go for soon. What we can do instead is we can just, well, expand in the tier 1, 2, and 3 regions that we have up to this point. And yeah, we do have a nice little smaller island here once more. It's getting a bit inefficient though, those islands here, right? Because for the marketplaces, we can see, well, we don't have that much area to work with if we really want to make some buildings here. Very good. Another heavy warship is coming out. That will help us a lot. Let's just get us a few more buildings here and here. Right, Joe, we might actually push something else here later then. For example, a botanical garden that would fit in really nicely, I think.
It reflects the times.
And well, yes, there we have it already, a smaller next village that we have popping up. And of course, since we do like us some bridges, let's also connect this town here now with that smaller town. Right, those bridges are heavily used, by the way. All kinds of farmers, animals of the smallest kinds, like this little cat there. And yep, it's the same for this one. I've also got a nice little school in here. 270 tons of timber again, so it's rather quick that we can build that. And a nice little pub here just by the river. Fantastic, so all the drunkards can, well, jump right in. Some materials are ready once more, so let's build that beautiful church right here in the town center. I might also go ahead and just have some paved street in front of it. We still really cannot afford that many paved roads, so I still need to wait up on that. We have all 4 clay deposits this being exploited, and it's still not really a lot bricks coming in. We'll just need to, well, get new sources then. I'm totally in for that. Now, with the remaining timber, I would like to go ahead and also upgrade more people once again to workers. It's getting a bit tight here, especially in the town center. Here in this area, we got people over here that we could still upgrade. Let's go ahead and do this. I think on this island here, yes, people also would like to go for workers. Let's give them the chance. More workers now here, and that's actually all the timber once more. Let's just check our consumption rates. They should be fine at this point. They are totally fine with the exception of fish. Righto, we're at -1 for the fish, and that is, yep, also because we lost a lot of fisheries. Let's actually rebuild them to also reduce our unattractiveness there once again, and those towers there. Now I'm going ahead here and I'm going to squeeze in more towers if I could. Let's get rid of this fisherman there. because the last attack really hurt, and we definitely should be bringing up some more defenses than overall. The fleet is continuing to grow. Another warship is coming out. 2 more are coming out. That leads us then to having 7 warships. There's no big counterattack at the moment. I mean, counterattack, she attacked first, so this one is rather realistic. Let's just check here once more with Bente. How are you doing today, Bente? You're looking fine, don't you? Ah, you old fossil. You still don't want to go with ceasefire there with me. Flattering Princess Ching. I'm not giving her any gifts, and also no chance. Speaking about gifts, I do have a gift for you, Princess Ching, and that is I'm purchasing the last share. We got now all the shares of Calm Prefecture, as it's called. We still need 600,000 credits, so 200,000 more than now. Right now, it's going up there rather steeply, so it's totally worth it pushing more buildings. Of course, taking over that island won't do it. Look at all the ships that are out there. Incredible. She's definitely going to attack us really, really hard there once we take that island. So I need to prepare this one very, very carefully. Not only with a lot of warships, but also with a lot of weapons so we can build up that harbor defense quickly. But I'm excited for that. I'm really, really excited for my first real big foothold that I'm planning there in the New World. It just takes time and preparation, really. Now, there is the occasional fires, once again, in my town. This is all really just daily business, right? Dousing a few flames here and there, upgrading a few more buildings. It's not really the biggest or the most exciting thing that you can do, but still, it needs to be done. And more artisans here as well. Beautiful. Now, we are really close into attacking or conquering the first island that we are probably also going to keep, hopefully. For that, I do need to prepare a bit more. I do need to prepare for the counterattack, and for that, we do need weapons and steel beams in order to build more towers than also on this island here, right? So every island that we take, we really need to have some good, proper defenses on them, because it's insane. I would like just to have a quick look there in the New World, if there's any bigger movement other than... Nope, not really. I mean, it's insane how many ships Bente really has. And I kind of like expect that they might be rushing to my island once I take it over. So we really do need some proper stuff there. For that, let's just have a look around. We have another iron deposit over here that I've been using now. There is still one more here just by my pig farm, so let's go ahead and use this one. There's also then cement that we're going to need once we push to engineers. Let's have this warehouse there, and then I'm going right for this iron deposit here as well. That's 2 more iron mines that I'm going to use now. And up here, high in the mountains, we actually have 1, 2, 3 coal deposits that I would like to use as well. Let's get over there. There is number 1 with a copper deposit where I can have just a nice little warehouse. Then right next to it, this warehouse still needs its street connection. And then we have those 2 mines. And for now, we built the coal mine here. And then up in this very remote area, I'm going to have my next warehouse. And this one has its connection then with the deposits. Right, and let's build 1 more. So 2 more here, 2 more there. Really up high. With a beautiful view that those people probably have over the town. Yes, they do. Fantastic. And the highest tower so far is not my skyscraper building. We don't even have that yet. But a police station. A tiny police station in the center there is my highest building so far. No big attack. The cool thing on this forest here is we can also see if there's a bigger attack coming in from that view. Of course, it doesn't really help a lot. Alrighty, let's go back to cracking our weapon production. We do have now those mines, right? That means I can have 4 more furnaces working for us. I'm going ahead and build those 4 furnaces. Really, really hard hit there on my attractiveness levels once more. But what can you do about it? And then I'm going ahead with another steel beams factory. Once again, very dirty stuff. And then another weapons factory that we're probably, yes, going to squeeze in just down here by the harbor where we still have that warehouse. So there is some additional productions we're also still using now, where we also still have a surplus of steel then with that. Very important because I think we're going to need that for the sewing machines. And while we wait for the additional weapons now to come in, I would really like to push my economy to the brink of not collapse, but the brink of where we really can't produce or can't build any more houses. We still have a bit of room there to maneuver around, so we can still upgrade a few more people to workers. That is a few more farmers. Up there in this area, we probably should do that. There we still have that. I would like to have, you know, this whole center being surrounded then by at least tier 2 buildings for now. So those people here should be getting some upgrades, and then we will be having some more people here that would like to upgrade as well. So let's give them that. And yeah, I'm not going to upgrade to artisans yet because that would cost me steel beams, and we do need those steel beams. I'm building a royal galleon as well as we speak, and I probably can still push out another heavy warship if I want to. There is already a Benter ship just passing by, but we are going to intercept this one, and hopefully we will be able to destroy it in the process. Alright, we have destroyed it. Perfect. Let's get out there again. I'm not attacking that harbor yet. I want to properly prepare for this.
You're a bit rough around the fringes.
Oh, I think she's actually coming already now. That would be interesting. She can definitely come into our harbor area, no problem. Alright, and a couple more upgrades here as well in or on that side there of my city. That should definitely be, you know, feelable. So we should definitely see some increase here, but we're still maxed out. Also, the beer is still maxed out. Perfect. So we can still do some more stuff here. Very good. This is how I like it, and of course we should be careful if we want to expand too quickly. The cool thing about this one is, since we are having so many farmer buildings already, we don't need to expect any big spike increases anymore for schnapps and for workload, for example, as I think this is really stable by now, and we really just need to focus on the worker goods for now, and then only on the artisan goods. The Lone Star Royal Galleon is coming out. You're going to play a major role in what's to come. Let's get out there and let's pull this ship full with, well, bricks, timber, steel beams, and weapons. 36 tons is not enough. Yes, perfect, there it is. So we do have 50 tons, because I would like to build 5 harbor cannons, and also plus the trading post that we have. The remaining 2 fields there, I'm going to just have some timber, because we're going to need that a lot anyway. Now, the Lone Star is ready. The Lone Star is not going to attack, though we're going to use my warships for that. And one is very close to completion. I'm going to wait for that. Can't hurt to have the occasional stroll through the city, while we need to wait for another shippy to come out. And Santa Claus, yes, I'm coming for you, but not just yet. I also continue with the occasional upgrades. That we still have a church build, school building, and a police station that I would like to build. And then we just continue with more workers in this area. And probably this whole row we could also still finish. And then more farmers here beside the hospital. Very good. And down here, oh boy, there would be so many potential upgrades here. Alas, I don't have the resources for all of them. Now, for the additional consumptions, I think it's now safe to really use my soap for not potatoes anymore, but for grain. So I would like to change this one around. We're going to use now 200 soap each time Tobias is coming. We haven't really, you know, upgraded soap yet. We're only at 50 out of 1000. That's because potato was always full. Grain is not going to be always full anymore. So I think it's safe to say to really now start pushing soap to also get rid of these grain farms here eventually. Now, with the additional grain coming in, we can actually go ahead and just build a few more flour mills without actually getting us additional grain fields. Let's go with 3 here, and then I would like to go with 1 additional block of bakeries for now. That should do the trick. How much grain do we have in store anyway? 250, that's fine. Of course, we are going to consume now a bit more soap then in the process, because we're exporting that. And that will lead to, yeah, probably more piggeries that we need and more soap ultimately. Let's go ahead and build us another pig area here. Bear in mind, we still have that coal deposit there that we need to work on. And I'm going to use another warehouse for these piggeries there. And then with how many do we build actually? We did build 5, and I already had 5, so we kind of like make it even again. That means I can have 3 rendering works, 3 soap factories for now. Let's go ahead and build 4 rendering works, if we can afford that. 1 more here, please. 4 more, that means 2 more soap factories then. And as we can see, bricks is really, really slow to come in. Now the soap factories have been built and we can finally start on our very first conquest. Conquest for real this time. Defenses are still not really high up there, but let's also just check our shares. We're still in full share control of Com Prefecture, just for later. Let's move the Juggernaut, the beast. That is my war fleet here. Looking a bit better this time, and of course the Royal Galleon isn't far behind because then we need to be really quick. Oh, wait a second, there is someone coming in here once again.
Ship under attack.
Of course it's Bente. How could it be any different? Of course we need to, well, fully protect our Royal Galleon there. I can't leave this one undefended. This should be rather quick. Very good. There it's down. And now we can fully move into this one here. Jolinge, as this island is being called. We need to be quick about this, so I'm going to move them in here right away. The Royal Galleon is already on its heels. In the back, right, as we start now, because I'm expecting to some counterattack then pretty soon.
Prepare to fire.
So we need to take this harbor before the enemy ships are coming. That should not be a big deal, as it is giving up by now. Very good, that was quick and easy. Let's conquer this island. There is also some loot here once again. Not going with propaganda there. And there should also be some items. Ooh, some good items in store. Soap factory, rendering works, productivity increasing here. Lots of items for botanical gardens that we can use then as well. And where is my ship? This one here has now 30 minutes of, well, white flag mode. So what we can do is, if there is a bigger attack coming, we can just go back to the safety of our harbor and destroy them in the process. I would also like to unload everything that I have though here. We already have an upgraded medium trade post. That means I should be able to unload everything. Perhaps not all the timber, right? But very good, all the timber. And let's move those ships back home again to Crown Falls. There is some occasional ships coming, but nothing big really. Not yet anyway. Is there a bigger movement in the New World? No idea yet. We'll just see about that. My ships are going home again, right? This is here pretty much immune right now. I would like to get... Ooh, lots of goulash. Not so bad. Let's get this one to Crown Falls as well. And yes, here on this island, we can now finally start our productions, and we really need to do that. Let's go ahead with some basic layouts here once again. We do get some workforce there already, even some 50 engineer workforce in on this island. Let's also give this island here a proper name. That is Larson. Hello, one of my supporters. Thank you and hope you enjoy this series. And well, you're officially now an island right across Crown Falls. It's a really prime location. There is actually Bente right now. Ooh, furnace. Trying to dock here, but of course she can't anymore. And since it's white flag, there's also not any damage or any attack or any fighting there, because neither the ship nor my harbor can fight during this period of time. Now, I would really like to speed this one up. We do need some proper smaller village here, right? Nothing too big, nothing too fancy. We need most of its space for production buildings, and later on we're going to have the commute pier here anyway. That solves that problem right off the bat. But for now, I do need to have some basic well, workforce that lives here. That is in the name of farmers. That is primarily farmers. We do have the hops here, and we do have the red pepper. Both of them I would use. So it's primarily farms that we're going to have on this island, and later on some mines that we can use here. There's lots of coal on Larson, and that I fully intend to use, because coal is just so important later on as well. Now we're just going to have some buildings here, and of course what we definitely should be having here also is a fishery. This one, right, to provide some food for those people. And that's basically it already. Very good. The only other thing that I would like to do here is, well, my cannon towers, and we should be able to build 5 of them. Yeah, and we definitely will. Probably just here, really. And we can still move them later on, right? And we do keep a bit of a distance here, so any spread fire from the big cannon ships is not going to affect the other towers there as well, right? So we can build all 5 of them. Is it smart to do this? I guess it is. Let's build them. It also affects my military score right away, so we should be seeing a nice boost here now in comparison to the other ones. We're at least at 100, right? Well, Bent, for example, is at 400, but that's of course counting all the harbor defenses there as well. So not only the ships. But at least we are building something up there. There's some more ships. I hope they're not gathering for something. Alright, as long as we have that. Let's build the marketplace, the pub, and let's build all of them. Well, not all of them. Most of them. We still need a bit of timber. Or our timber production. Boy, this island is beautiful. Lots of space over there. I'm really, really happy about that. No fur fertility, unfortunately. So no game to hunt. But at least it will provide us with pepper. And that is just very important as well. Go ahead and have some 3 ones here. I think this will be even too much already. But it's fine. Do we have some clay here? We don't have any clay deposit though on Larsen. That is a problem. Very good. Next production up and running. Didn't cost us that much. We are, by the way, at 800,000 now. That was a nice time-consuming thing here right now. Entertaining too and successful. So we do now have all the money, right? We could take this island over. But as I said, takeover does not include a white flag piece. So the island would be ready for siege right away. And that I don't want. We need to prepare this. I can hold these shares now for quite some time. Bente, oh, it's Princess Ching. Princess Ching really is strong. So I can't go in there empty-handed. I do need some proper fleet that is protecting my island. I don't know if this is enough here really. Now, of course, we can continue building some more ships. There we have the goulash. Let's get this one back home. Also interesting to see my whole industrial site on fire. For the fur problem, I do, however, have this little island there that is not too far away from Crown Falls, and that would provide us not only fur, but also clay deposits. Of course, it's a small island, so how much fur we really get out of this is a bit questionable. We do have another big island here that is still uninhabited down to the south, but it is just impossible to get there, especially to have trade ships this way, because there's 3 major big islands on the way from the enemies, basically. But this is not looking so bad. I'm going to send my clipper on this little adventure, and we're going to have some timber there. We're going to have some bricks, some steel beams, and some weapons. Yeah, but then there's the thing of defense again, right? We can try this. No idea, but no idea how long this could last. Now, actually, I have another island in mind, and it's this of Princess Ching, Western Frontier down here. We need to be really careful with what island we take, as I've said already. Islands do cost a lot of influence. Also, we need to fortify each one of these islands here with a lot of cannons. And each one of these cannons also costs me influence in return. So, the more islands we have, the harder it becomes to defend all of them. I think there is another heavy warship coming out now soon. I'm already preparing now my Royal Galleon here with, well, some 50 tons for each once again, right? We still lack some weapons, but then we have it. And then I will probably move down here and take this one and fortify it right away as well. And my fleet is then making sure that any counterattack is not only facing my ships, but also my weapons, my harbor defense. Look at that fleet of Hugo Mercier. I'm glad that he's not really the warmongerer. And of course, we should not forget about him there. And I think we might actually also... We already have the... Let's go with non-aggression pact. He wants 9,000 for that. It's totally fine. It also gives us some reputation there with him. And at least we do not need to be afraid anything well, surprising is coming there. Now, actually, this is already almost it. And in order to really complete this episode that was really just in the name of Conquest, really, we are going to take this island now. Alright, let's move in. It will be rather easy. There's only really this trade post there that we're going to destroy. And my Royal Galleon is already coming in the background with the weapons that we're going to need them. There you go. As we can see, the morale is crumbling really quickly. Western Frontier belongs to us. That will cost us a bit. 17 influence to take it. And, well, a bit of loot here as well. Let's just see what she's got in store. Oh, Prickly Sea Devil, an epic item for the zoo with the Abyssal Depths part set that we have. There is already, of course, a bit of an answer there from Princess Jing coming as well, but she has no chance, really. And this one is going down rather successfully. The same can be said about that clipper there. Very good. There's my ship coming in. What else do we have here? Some items for the botanical gardens then. And that's pretty much it. There's my defense coming. Another ship of Princess Jing. As long as she's doing it one by one, we're fine. There's 2 more coming down here. Problem is, of course, the fog as always. We don't really see everywhere on this map, and there might be some bigger fleets still hidden somewhere. There's some Benta ships up there. And there's more Benta ships. She is, I think, gathering her fleet for an attack. Now we have unloaded everything for the Western Frontier. We'll actually keep this name. I think it's not a bad name at all. There's more ships coming. We could of course start building now with these ships. The problem here is they will not attack yet, those harbor cannons, right? Oh, there's lots of ships now. Please back off. Are you not backing off then? And let's go ahead and build us those cannons, probably in a good location. By the way, I will probably move the... Nah, let's keep it there, it's fine. Alright, that was a bit of a mistake on her part. She's moving them in step by step. Nebuchadnezzar is coming there. That's a cool name for a ship. Royal Galleon can stay away. Alright, there's some more ships coming now. This is really, really insane or intense, I gotta say that, because you never know how many ships are really coming. We haven't lost a ship yet. This one here is looking close to it, being swallowed by the depths of the ocean. There is another one going down, and this one here is already backing off again. Perfect. We might still have a go at it though. Yes, we're going to take it down. Alright. There's still more coming, I think. But we should be fine for now. Oh, there's also something there. And of course, we need to have a very close look on that. Oh, crap. Alrighty, so there is another big attack. Let's move my ships back up here. And then into Crown Falls again. And the same can be said about Lone Star, right? So we should be fine here now with the harbor cannons that we can build. And now I'm really worried a bit about this. I think Benta's retaliation is inbound. Stay tuned.